What's up YouTube? I want to make an update about the Shopify dropshipping process and how it's been going so far. So basically the process is going very well because I've been learning so much, and now it's so easy for me to manage myself and go around the Facebook ads dashboard and to set up ads and all those things. Now I can build a store probably in less than an hour. Now that I know all this, I think it's a lot easier for me to work on it. The actual tough part is making an ad creative that's actually really good and that converts customers. It's also very important to take into consideration email marketing and other apps that could set up the backend of your store, because they are very important whenever someone visits your store. And I think that's one of the most challenging things, having a well set up backend and knowing how to run ads effectively with a creative ad. If you create a very good ad or an ad creative, you can definitely get a lot of sales. For me, it's been a little tough because I'm not that much creative and my skills in like Photoshop and things like that are very limited. But overall, I have learned a lot, and I think to be successful in Shopify, you definitely have to create a brand. Once you do this, it will probably take some time, but in the long run, it's a lot worth it because you could probably have customers who will come back to your products or to your brand because they actually feel very confident with who you are and the reputation of your brand. That's the most important part. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm running Instagram ads just to see how it works. I've been getting a lot of followers and likes in the page I created because I began to run these ads. I had seen in some places that people say they're not that effective, but for me it's been working so far. However, in the future, I'm gonna stop doing this because I want a lot of engagement in my followers. That's what creates a successful page. When people engage and they like your pictures and they talk and things like that. So that's what creates a successful brand. So I just want to say that the marketing I was doing or the dropshipping I was doing was print on demand. I didn't want to deal with suppliers overseas and things like that because first, shipping would take a lot of time and products usually are not the best quality from what I've heard. So I've been trying to do a lot of products that are print on demand, meaning that whenever a customer pays me, I send that order to a fulfillment center that's usually in the US. And when that happens, that fulfillment center then takes the order and ships it directly to the customer. So instead of having to deal with people overseas, you're just doing it in the US. And I think there's a lot of benefits for that, although there's also a lot of cons. Like for example, margins are gonna be lower because the quality and the service is a lot different than what you will receive overseas. I'm not saying that the one overseas is bad, but the one in the US is a bit more quick and maybe a little bit more effective. So that's something definitely to take into consideration. Trying to run a side store just with one product I found that's very interesting from a supplier that's not on AliExpress or even on print on demand is one that I found on another website, and it's a personalization product, but I'm gonna wait a little bit to change, and in the meantime I'm gonna try to use this time to do other things. Lastly, this is the 5th or 6th day that I've been within my apartment because of the virus that's going on. It's very serious right now. The situation is getting worse in a lot of countries. But yeah, I recommend anyone that's at home to, instead of watch Netflix and just play video games all day, to do other things. I love video games as well, but at this point, because of my fractured hand, I can't really play that many video games, so I'm trying to learn as much as possible. So I would recommend anyone that can do it to also take advantage of time, because after all, that's our biggest asset and we gotta take advantage of it. So anyone who's at their house and isn't so sure about trying something new, I would say just go for it, because that's the opportunity we have right now. We have to take advantage of this situation of everyone staying home to make the best of it. And for me, it's this: learn, create, and just be myself, be successful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys.